Well, Halloween wouldn't be the same without costumes and candy, but with 40 million kids trick-or-treating and 40,000 Halloween-related injuries every year, there's a lot of parents and caregivers that a lot they can do to keep their kids safe.
Yeah, and joining us now with Halloween safety tips is lifestyle expert Victoria Sophia. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I just want to make sure everyone has all the treats and no tricks this Halloween season. So, I'm happy to jump in and share some of these safety tips for you guys.
All right, let's go ahead and do it. So a lot of families put candles in their jack-o'-lanterns to make them look a little spooky at night, but you say we should do something else instead. What is that?
Absolutely. Instead of using candles, use those battery-operated LED lights. Those jack-o'-lanterns are fine with those spooky colors coming through it anyway. You don't need to actually have a candle. And they're also great for those outdoor decorations that lead to the front door. Trick-or-treaters cluster on doorsteps ready for their treats, and it's best to not have any decorations that use candles when they're going by, especially if they have costumes that might be a little longer than usual.
Okay, you're talking costumes here. What should we know about costume safety? How do you make sure those costumes are as safe as possible and the kids are safe when they're going out?
So I just brought that up. You got to check the length of the costumes because sometimes you might need to hem them, cut parts of it. Don't be afraid to do that because you don't want somebody to trip. And this is not the time to try and new shoes for those costumes. So wear comfortable shoes with your costume so that way everyone's having a really great time and they don't have to stop because their feet hurt, something's happened. And I also say carry glow sticks or add reflective light to the costumes because trick-or-treating sometimes happens in the evening and it's best to be able to see everything.
Yeah, it's definitely getting darker earlier. So it's also important, you say, to be inclusive to trick-or-treaters. So how can families prepare for kids who may not be able to eat candy or maybe even have allergies?
Yeah, so 1 in 13 kids have a food allergy, and the top food allergens are actually in most Halloween candies, unfortunately. So, it's great to have all the favorites that you like to have in a big bucket to pass along to the children that come to your door, but maybe have a separate small little bag of something, maybe stickers or, pencil erasers, things like that, that little kids would still enjoy in case they can't have the candy, but they want to be included and they still want to go door to door.
Got it. And you say a lot of people are sent to the ER on Halloween during craft time, so what do we need to know about that?
Crafts are so fun, but those hand injuries, there's so many, and burns throughout the year because of the fact that you're using hot glue guns. Use glue sticks, don't use scissors, use tape, use everything you can use instead of, those really sharp items. And then also check to make sure that those little things that you're sticking on pumpkins or on the crafts that you're making aren't choking hazards. That's another issue that a lot of people, overlook. You're so excited to create these little crafts with everybody, but then you think, okay, I didn't realize that this could have been a choking hazard. So safety scissors, glue, tape, all those things that you want to use instead.
I love also even when carving jack-o'-lanterns or pumpkins, they have the carving utensils rather than using knives or something that's not meant for that.
Yes, and speaking of that, I always say keep the top of the pumpkin on because when you do that, you don't put your hand in. A lot of people put their hand in and keep carving, but if you keep the top of it on until you're completely done, you won't have that issue either.
Oh, good little tip there. Didn't think about that one. All right. Well, Victoria, thank you so much for joining us and sharing all of those little tips with us today.
Thanks so much, everyone.
Yeah, and to see more of Victoria's ideas, follow her on Instagram at Victoria Sophia NYC.